Hello YouTube world, welcome to the park. Here we are. Today's topic, S2R Baton 2. Wow, I got that right the first time. What a crappy confusing name. S2R Baton 2. Anyway, this is the torch in question. I've got it in Desert Tan over here. Now, without further ado, let's get to the review. So first topic of discussion, as always, ergonomics. Now, what is it that hasn't already been said about this little baby? This is the perfect size. I would suggest that it's big enough to grab properly in your hands, 4 fingers, no problem, but small enough not to be burdensome. Comes with the 18650 battery, which is theoretically the old school battery compared to the 21700. But what I will say is that many advantages. Smaller battery, smaller torch, just fabulous. Now you may notice something a little bit different. What is it? Am I better looking than I was before? No, that's impossible because I was already like a demigod. But what you may have noticed is that I've got this little torch sitting on my head. Look, this works okay. I've got it on my hat and it feels fine. I'd say it's a little bit heavy. It's not like the smaller version of this, which is perfect. But in a pinch, it'll get you out of trouble. And again, the button placement is fantastic. You just, that is more intuitive than a head torch when you've got it there. So, you know what? Talk about a good all-rounder. You might have to tighten the strap of your hat a little bit more because the weight just ever so slightly pushes down. But let me tell you, it's not a deal breaker. And if you only had to have one torch, I would say this is the best one to have. This kills all of them. Head torches, M2R Warrior Pros, Warrior X's, this just does it all, and it does it in a small package, more than enough light. So as per usual, we're going to take this baby into the forest and we're going to show you what it's like to walk with it at night. Stand by for that. So guys, as promised, I'm here to do the night shots. S2R Baton 2 in hand. I've got my lights either side of me, trying to light up my face. You know, I don't know how this footage is going to turn out, but I'll tell you this, I'm going to set the camera to exactly what I see and it's going to be fixed on a manual mode. What I see is what you see. Okay guys, first shot, S2R Baton 2. Let's see what we can see. I'm going to take it for a walk. So look how small the spot is. At waist height, it's about the diameter of my shoe. This is what I mean by maybe not the best for walking, but you put it in front of you about 3 to 4 meters and it's perfect. There is a relative spill as well. You can see the spill, like if you just look on the ground. So it's not bad. It's a pretty good all-rounder, but it really is quite concentrated in the beam. Now I'm going to do a bit of a walk. This hand, S1R Baton. This hand, S2R Baton. Can you see any difference? I'll swap sides. S2R Baton wiggling here. S1R Baton here. Okay. So I'm going to walk back. Let's see what sort of footage you get. Hopefully I'm not blinding you guys. I don't know what you can see or can't see. Normally my wife takes care of this. So if the footage is a little bit crap, you'll have to forgive me. So S2R Baton, S1R Baton. You're literally getting the same torch. Obviously the bigger boy, slightly brighter, more runtime, but now they're so overheated, I'd be surprised if you can tell the difference. Tell you what, I've given this little baby camera a flogging. Just a little bit more direct view of what I can see. Again, I've adjusted the camera so that it lights up the way I see things. Parent Mini on the left, and there's the S2R Baton. You don't realise, but it is so much more intense of a light. Look when I fold it over. See what happens? It's like the other light's not even there. So yeah, if you need to spot it up a tree, I'll give you an example. So now, spotting up this tree, following it with the light. Fantastic. Does a great job. Goes a fair distance too. Very surprising for a little baby. You know what? I'm loving this light more and more. S2R Baton 2 on this side, Parent Mini on this side, both on turbo. Swap them around, completely different light. One's a spread, one's a spot. Parent Mini on this end, the one that's moving. Look at that. S2R baton 2. It just gets on it and it just completely blitzes it. This is the Perrin Major. Look how bright that is, 2000 lumens. And yet, 2000 lumens here, wiggling on my left, arm up and down. This one here on the right, S2R baton 2. Now this has been on for ages and it's still holding its own. Run it back over. Look, the candela on this is absolutely savage. It's obviously going to throw further, but it's intended for that. So that's okay, not a bad thing. So here I am, walking near my backyard area. In fact, I wish my backyard was this big, but it's not. Just taking a little stroll down the usual track, just to see what this torch can do. I'm holding it probably about 2 to 3 meters in front of me, and this is what I see. Up close and personal. So anyway, following this is going to be a little bit of a, in fact, here we go. The bridge is coming up. So yeah, this is a local bridge. I take photos here because it gives a good reference point using the rails. So anyway, again, just thought you'd like to see what it's like up close on a sort of a normal flatter track. Okay, enjoy. S2R baton 2, night shots done. Let's go home and we'll talk about this a little bit further. Would I take this torch walking? No, I wouldn't. Not if I knew that I was going for a walk and I had other options. And simply the reason is, A, the beam is more of a focused spot. It is a little bit diffused around the outside ring, as opposed to say the M2R Warrior, but it still is quite a concentrated beam. When you're walking, you like a wider pattern so that you can see where you're stepping, and also if I'm walking with my wife, I wear a head torch and she can see as well, and problem solved. However, there's one other thing which I absolutely do not understand why Olight hasn't addressed this. How many of us have said, give us a warm white version? I'm waiting, it's not happening. This is more of a cool white. Don't get me wrong, it's brilliant, but it's just not warm white. It's not that easy on the eyes. Also, as all Olights, put the puck on the back, it charges, USB port, job done. Love Olight for that. Thank you so much guys for coming this far with me on the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Before we go, I just want to remind you of something. Now what is it? What is it that fat guy needs you guys to remember? Ah yes, give me the thumbs up. Give me the subs up. Comment down below and see you on the next video. What a cat a cha ba ba, what a boom ba ba ba. Look. Look how happy she is. Look how happy she is. And now she's stretching. Would you ever have thought that this is even humanly possible?